I just started it.
Oh no.
Yes, surprise character. Spoilers, that's the final boss.
All right.
Nick?
Greetings and welcome once again to the World of Thaylos. We took a short break for General Conference, but we are back in action, folks. And tonight we have with us Sheik, Feluco, Marcus, Mira, and Loose Fang. Unfortunately, Renji could not be with us this evening, but we almost have a full crew, so that's a good thing. Yay! In our last episode, we finally made it into the tower, second level, where we encountered the sorceress Marion, who had quite a bit of information to offer. It was discovered that Marcus, the prophecy that was given about him and his clan, was more extensive than he thought, and apparently he is, for good or for evil, going to be a central figure in uniting the peoples of the world against the Lord of Chaos. Marion also was able to share a bunch of other information, and she was in the middle of sharing, of giving information and answering questions, and in addition to giving out a number of gifts when our last session ended. So we will continue that as we move once again to Marion's Tower. The group of you are gathered around an enormous glass ball mounted in the center of the room. Some of you are sitting in nice, easy chairs, and Marion is sitting in her own chair in front of a blazing fire in the fireplace. Next to her is a nice china tea set. And strangely enough, she has not offered you tea, but continues to drink her own. She doesn't. It doesn't seem like she is all that well versed on what to do with visitors. But that doesn't seem like that big of a deal, because really you're here for information, not for a social visit.
But I'd like to get to know
Can
her.
I has tea?
You don't drink
you
tea.
did just give us.
No.
I mean, I would like to get to know her.
Indeed. There are standing by the four supporting pillars in this room, the strange looking enormous iron dogs that are resting completely still. One of these came animated when Renji decided to attack that crate. So you think better of causing any further destruction to the tower.
Yeah,
On the
please
south
don't.
end of the room, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, please don't destroy the tower.
Yeah.
I like Feluco's little mishap last time.
Yes. Yes. On the south end of the chamber, there is a large pile of books on the floor that seem to be cast there haphazardly. According to Marion, she has been searching through the various history books that she and the conclave wrote. She's looking for information on the Lord of Chaos and the six parts that he was divided into, trying to gather information that will possibly help you in your struggle against it. All right, my wife just walked up. Hang on for a second.
We want to know if you.
Grabbing some dinner right now too, so
Okay, I'm back.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute. So he's gonna use the books as a pillow pile, essentially.
Yep.
All right. Samuel is sitting off to the side with his back against one of the pillars, trying to stay as incognito as possible. He seems a bit concerned about how Marion behaved toward him earlier, and he seems rather confused. And he's doing his best not to meet her gaze. Meanwhile, Brother Thomas seems curious about the history texts, and he is chatting with Marion rather busily about her role in writing the histories and the possibility of learning the languages of the arcane. He seems a bit disappointed at first because he has no arcane training at all. He's been trained in more on the divine side, and so all of this is very foreign to him, and so he is going to need to spend several months actually learning how to read this language before he's even able to start researching in these books. He's got a pretty big task ahead of him, but that's why he came with you in the first place, is because he wanted to glean this information. Now, Mira,
Yeah.
she has a few trinkets that she wants to give to you. All right. She actually has she's pretty impressed with your role in the party, and that you have been the supporter and the basically the person that keeps the party alive when most of the rest of them are fairly haphazard.
Yeah.
And so she
I
does.
didn't mean to do it, Ma.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Nothing.
You were mechanicalized.
I didn't mean to do it.
Sure
you
you
didn't.
didn't.
At any rate,
Sorry.
so from underneath the table where her tea set is, she actually she withdraws for you a rather plain looking ring. It looks to be made of either iron or pewter, and it's very unremarkable. But she puts that into your paw, and she closes your fingers around it, and she says, when you need just a little extra healing boost, make sure you're wearing this.
My eyes widen and I look at her
Huh?
and just say, "Thank you."
You're mechanicalizing again.
That's your side
look-
then.
Oh,
She's
Yeah.
fine for me.
oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead and try it again.
My eyes widen and I kind of just look at her and just stutter a little bit and just say, "Thank you."
Oh, I'm not done. Not by a long shot.
Okay.
Now, you see, you have been trying to keep yourself out of harm's way. But I've been watching, especially what happened on that lower floor there. And you've been able to get into combat, but you're not able to, when they turn and try and hit you, you're not able to fend yourself off. You're not able to defend yourself. So I've got a couple of little things to help you out there. All right. So she gives you what looks to be a stick that's about 2 feet long. But on the end of it, there's the head of the stick is actually a large wooden ball that has metal knobs on it. And Brother Thomas looks over and he says, "Ah, so you get a cudgel. I used to have one of those." And Marion says, "Ah, but this is not just any cudgel. Watch this." And then she smacks it on the floor, and a little spark of electricity flashes up from it. And then her eyes widen in delight, and she cackles a little bit before she hands it to you. That one's a shocker.
Ooh.
Be careful with that one.
I like this lady.
Shocky, shocky.
So you might say it's a lightning
And then finally, so that you can try and deflect a little bit more, try putting these on. And she gives you a pair of very nice ornate leather bracers to put on your arms. These should shield you a bit more than what you already have. So I am going to go ahead and put in your character sheet these 3 items.
Oh, I'm already doing that.
Oh, are you? Well, let me give you the exact nature of what they are.
Okay.
Are you putting them in equipment?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes. So, let me spell that right. The cudgel is C-U-D-G-E-L. Okay.
G-E-L?
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm typing it in right now. Cudgel of... Here, let me type it in. Hold on.
C-U-D-L-E-F-I-S-H.
Of shock +1. Okay.
Yeah.
So the cudgel of shock +1, it gives you +1 to hit, +1 damage, and in addition, if you hit with it, you also get an additional D6 of shock damage if you hit.
Okay.
Kind of just like a giant taser.
Kind of
Yeah.
like a taser, yes.
I'm
All
playing
right.
with another party, and the DM doesn't like do that on your character sheet. Like she just expects you to write it down yourself. So that's why I did that.
Well, are you playing pen and paper, or are you playing on Roll20?
Pen and paper.
That's why.
Yeah.
This way, it's pretty convenient. So bracers of armor +2.
Plus, you can actually go like long distance.
Well,
All
we
right.
do it long distance too. We each have our own pen and paper copies of our character sheets, and then we talk over Discord, and we have a dice bot that we use.
Okay. I'm also going to put in this ring for you.
Okay.
Healing ring +1 D4 to all cure spells. So every time you cast a cure spell, if you're wearing that ring, you roll the healing normally, but then you add another 1 D4 to it. So it gives you a little extra boost. All right, so those are for you. I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna put the bracers on and then just carry the cudgel.
Okay. All right. So what happens is that actually the bracers, I'm going to take them off of here because they're actually an AC. They're a piece of AC equipment.
Okay.
Deflection. That's You are wearing studded leather. Okay, so bracers of armor +2. 2 armor bonus. Okay. All right, so your actual armor class is now 20. As a cleric, I had 20 armor class. That's pretty good.
Woohoo!
Yeah. All right. Also, if you're using that cudgel in combat, it's going to add +1 to all of your attack rolls and +1 and another 1 die 6 to all of your damage rolls.
Ooh, nice.
So that's going to be pretty good.
So how do you use a cudgel? Like, explain it to me exactly, because I don't really understand.
You whack stuff with it.
It's a head bonker. Yeah.
Okay, so I just have to hit.
It's a head bonker. It's it's a 2 foot long. It's like a rod of wood to about 2 feet long, and it's got a big wooden head on it with metal knobs.
Okay. I think you were giving that to me because my token has a staff too.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at your token here. Yeah, that's the staff. That's actually not a cudgel. That's a magic staff. But
okay, we could just say it's my cudgel.
That's your cudgel. Okay, cool.
That's my cudgel.
All right. Now, she actually she grabs the hem of your robe as you turn to walk away, and she kind of pulls you closer. and she puts her finger on the dragon amulet that you wear around your neck,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, keep this as safe as you can. Don't let anybody take it from you. Doesn't matter how much you trust them. You've got to keep that safe. As soon as you lose it, then there's no telling what the three ancient dragons are going to do, because if someone else gets control of the artifacts, then they'll get control of the three ancients, and we can't let that happen.
Understood.
Okay, so you guys have got to find the other two, and I think I have a hint as to where the next one is. I don't know where the third one is. All right, are people messaging me? People are messaging me. No? What's all the noise? Okay.
Marcus to memes and stuff.
Ah,
Yeah.
Marcus is in memes?
Why are you memeing, Marcus?
Oh,
That's
because he's
super-
memeing a
I
kid.
was,
He's memeing a kid.
yeah, I was also grabbing some dinner, so yeah.
That works. That works. All right.
Okey-dokey.
So then Marion calls over Renji, and she says, the big one,
The big boy.
you're gonna need to be careful where you're swinging that weight around, but you're gonna need to be the protector of these two. And she points to both Marcus and Mira. And so to that end, she gives Renji an amulet, and she says that will protect him, so that he will actually be able to stand in front and let the monsters hit him, and he should be able to just shake it off, at least for a time. And then she also gives him a helmet, and she whispers in his ear about what it does, but the rest of you don't hear it. I'm going to put that on his character sheet.
Neato.
Nito Petito.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then finally, Sheik, you're next.
Okay.
So let me get Renji's character sheet first. Ha! That puts Renji's armor class up to 25. Oh my gosh.
Nah, could be higher.
Yes,
Ooh.
it could. But you're only level 5. Come on.
I know. Let's make it higher.
I'm writing down in his character sheet. Just a moment.
You're
No
good.
worries.
I'm in no hurry here.
Okay. That's it for Renji. Okay. So, Sheik, if you can come on over here.
Yeah.
As the only human of the bunch, I should think that you should be more careful about your appearance.
Me?
But no mind.
Ha 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 ha.
No mind at all. You, sir, are going to be the scout of the group.
Generally, this is true. Yes.
But there are things here that are going to help you in that role. So again, from under her tea table, you're becoming increasingly nervous and curious as to how all of these things are being produced from under her tea table.
It's like a Mary Poppins bag.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
That's what it reminded me of. Yes,
The Mary Poppins bag.
it's a Mary Poppins bag.
I hope she has an umbrella.
I'm
hope so
Mary
too, and that she flies
Poppins,
around.
y'all.
Oh, that'd be so cool. And like the handle actually like talks like the parrot.
Yes. All right. So
Okay.
she pulls out a chain that it's a fine chain that looks to be like a necklace chain, and she says, "Be careful with this one. When you're wearing this, then you can become a much better rogue. But while you're wearing this, if you ever do sneak attack damage to your enemy, you will also do that sneak attack damage to any ally who is right next to you. So if you're wearing this chain, make sure that no allies are next to you if you're in combat. Otherwise, you're going to end up hurting everybody around you."
Okay. Area of effect, sneak attack, basically.
It's the necklace of double crosses. Let me put that on your character sheet.
Okay.
I'm going to put it under equipment. All right. +2 hide, +2 move silent, +2 disable device, and +1d6 on sneak attack. Any sneak attack will also do equal sneak attack damage to all adjacent allies. There we go.
So, not enemies, but it's not an area of effect.
No, you can do sneak attack damage to an enemy, but as you do that, any ally that is next to you, any ally that's adjacent to you, will also take that same sneak attack damage.
All right.
So be careful.
Are these magical items she's giving us have like a point where they'll break or like the magic will wear out?
Not that you know of. Most of the time, you see, in Dungeons and Dragons, there are the concept of items that have charges, like wands and staves and things like that. But most magic items that you wear do not have charges. They just have permanent effects as long as you're wearing them.
Okay, so my ring doesn't have like any bad effects I should know about?
Nope.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
I think Marion knows.
Yeah, not yet at least. Okay. All right, now Sheik, you're still carrying that jeweled assassin dagger.
Yes, I am.
Which gives you an additional 1d6 damage on sneak attack. So if you're using the dagger and you're wearing the necklace, then you get an extra 2d6 on your sneak attack damage.
I like the sound of that.
Which could be really, really nice.
I just have to sneak a little bit ahead of people before I use it.
Yeah. Yes. All right. And then I have one more item for you.
All right. Thank you.
Let me okay. All right. So she gives you a pair of very thin silk black gloves, and they look really flimsy, but they once you have them in your hands, you feel that they are actually very, very strong. So, and they're not made of silk. They look like they are, but they're not. And so you look at her curiously, and she winks at you, and she says, "That's black mithril."
Very nice.
Using those, you should be able to. Using those, you should be able to climb up any tree or any building side, as long as it is not perfectly vertical and perfectly smooth. As long as at least a little bit of an incline, you can climb it.
I'm going to Breath of the Wild the entire map.
No. Yeah, thinking about it, yeah. If there's a vertical face that's completely smooth and there are no handholds, yeah, you can't do that. But other than that, yeah, you can climb it.
Awesome. I will make it profusely and equip those immediately.
Okay, so you have black mithril gloves of spider climbing. Climb any surface that is not 100% vertical and has some form of handholds. Okay. And essentially it gives you a +10 on any climbing checks.
All right.
Coolness. So now and Justin actually comes up to her and she says, and he says, "My lady, no, I've actually got quite a bit already. You don't need to help me. In fact, I'm just along to until we end up at the Bard's College. I didn't sign up for this big quest that you're talking about." And Marion actually looks kind of disappointed, but then she nods and then motions him back to his chair. So then she says, "For the rest of you, before we retire for the night, do you have any other questions for me before we as we move forward? Remember, I cannot see everything. I'm only one member of the conclave. We used to be 15, and I'm the only one left."
You don't look a day over 12.
Well, you're very kind, young man, but I'm afraid I'm older than that. All right. At this point, you hear a very loud metal clang coming from behind you as one of the golem dogs stands up and starts walking methodically up the stairs.
Kadunk, kadunk,
I turned to Mary. Is
kadunk.
everything okay?
Marion actually looks rather concerned. Said they don't activate unless there's a problem.
What's the problem?
RNG, did you break a
So-
box again?
The golem dog disappears around the corner. For now, the other three are sitting idle, and so she looks concerned, but she doesn't. She's not getting up out of her chair yet. She says, "Okay, it's probably one of those gremlins got into the tower again. It probably isn't a big problem. Wait for it to come
Is
back."
that what they are? Gremlins? Is that what they really are?
I'm gonna
that's
just
what,
sneak around the corner. if
that's what I've been calling them.
Talk chalk?
Ah.
They
Chalk
the orcs they call them chalk talk. Yes. But
Do you know what that means in common?
it is a form of vermin that like to steal things.
Huh.
Kleptomaniacs.
So, and at this point, another one animates and starts walking up the stairs right toward you, Sheik. Clonk, clonk.
I'm gonna let it pass.
So it doesn't even regard you. It actually just keeps walking along its way as you hop out of the way.
I tie my
Marion
bandana around my head.
Yeah, Marion is actually getting rather concerned now.
I'm going to peek around the corner here. Or is this a wall?
This right here is a wall that is chest high. So you can see over it. If you're standing up on this landing here, you can see over it into the room here.
Okay. I don't
So
see anything from where I'm at, do I?
Just a minute. So as you come around the corner, you see the two golem dogs walking. Hang on for a sec. Okay. Walking down the hallway. And then they disappear around the corner. All right. Sheik, I need you to make a listen check. Let's see. Loose Fang, why don't you go ahead and make one too?
That.
Oh, Sheik, that's great. Are you stealing Marcus's ears again?
I never gave them back.
You'd be surprised. Last time I used them fairly well.
Yeah, he's been using them pretty well while you've been out, Sheik.
I let you borrow them on occasion.
Wait, he's borrowing his own ears back? There's something seriously wrong with that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Sheik, you can hear coming from this direction over here what it sounds like pounding and grinding.
Well, I think something's up. I'm gonna get a closer look.
Okay, Marion is actually getting rather concerned, and she's up out of her chair and she's walking this way as well.
I
I'm
follow close
following
behind.
too. I'm just not at my computer at the moment. Could you move me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to.
Brother Thomas stays back with Samuel.
I'm
Stay
going
with,
to be.
stay with Brother
looking-
Thomas, Samuel.
I'm going to stop at the end of the wall here and use it for cover and see what I can see.
Okay, Foluco, you gonna stand right there?
Broad daylight.
I'm not getting any answer from Foluco.
Arf.
Arf.
Arf? I love it.
Arf. Okay.
Bark, bark, bark. Dog. I'm good.
Okay. So then, Foluco, I need you to make 2 reflex saving throws.
This is why I still had the wall.
Okay. All right, here is what you see, everyone that's nearby. Let me get to that just a minute. All right. No, there we go. All right. The wall, the far wall, about 30 feet away, suddenly crumbles and explodes out in a spray of rubble and rock,
Oh my.
which tumbles which tumbles over and strikes you, Foluco. As you are standing on the landing, you are hit by a rather large piece of the wall as it explodes outward. Okay.
Pretty sure I heard that, right?
Yeah, you did. You heard pounding and grinding on the wall. I didn't hear you tell anybody else about what you heard, though. So Foluco just kind of stood out there and took the brunt of the breaking of the wall breaking.
It sounds like something exploded, or
Well, it's kind of obvious now.
we're under attack.
Okay, Foluco, you have taken 18 points of bludgeoning damage as a large chunk of rock hits you and knocks you to your back.
I come upon the scene and immediately just go, oh.
Not again.
At this point, I'm
Oh,
getting
boy.
kind of tired.
What? Say that again, Mira.
At this point, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, you guys have been fighting all day long. You're not ready for something like this. All right, so Foluco is actually under the edge of the rubble now, and
Is he prone?
I'm sorry.
Is he prone?
He is prone, yes, and he has a large piece of rock covering one of his legs. He's trapped under it.
Okay.
So, and at the same time, you see a large hole in the side of the tower, and the evening daylight is pouring through, but you only see that momentarily as a swarm of creatures start pouring in through the hole.
Can I knock off a spell before?
Okay, you are pinned and you are in a lot of pain, so you're going to need to make a concentration in order to cast the spell in the first place.
Is that a roll or what?
Let's see. Is that a skill? I'm still confused on. I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder. Hold on for a sec.
No, yeah, it's a skill.
Yes, a concentration skill.
I am
May I make
so
a
not.
strength check?
Concentration check. Oh boy.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. At this point, Foluco, you are not able to concentrate and therefore not able to cast any spells.
May I make a strength check to try and roll the boulder off his leg?
You can. You have creatures pouring in through the hole.
I'm kind of worried about getting him up on his feet again at the moment. I do care about my party a little bit.
Did
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
question? Did we have plenty
Yes.
enough time to recover spells between last fight and this fight?
No, you have not.
Okay.
I feel like Marion is going to be the main spell lady at the moment.
All right. So you have, let's see, you have one chance to try and react before combat starts here, because you've got creatures coming in through this hole here.
Who does? Like everyone at the whole party? Or
Yeah,
It's
everyone.
enough.
So Sheik, you're going to try and lift this rock, Foluco, not with the strength 8 check. No.
No, I don't think I move it at all.
Mira, you
Let's
are
see.
helping, which you're helping Sheik, which would raise his 8 to a 10, which is still enough.
Somebody
I'm
come
going
help.
to see if I can build
Okay.
a wall of ice, maybe.
All right, Marcus. So okay, now remember you have an arcane pool now, which allows you to do
Yeah.
the ice effects. So describe to me exactly what you're going to try and do here.
I am going to build a wall of ice. Hold on. Let me get the drawing tools.
For those of you who weren't here, Marcus he's received a bit of training from Marion on how to control his powers. So he now has an arcane pool of a number of points that he can use to activate his ice powers each day. He needs to rest in between to recover them. So you're going to build a wall approximately 50 feet wide. And how tall?
Probably 5 foot.
Okay. That's going to take your entire arcane pool to do that. It'll take all 3 points. Do you want to do that? You can.
Probably lessen the length of it to just right here.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and erase and then
He's trying to defend me, Fuluko, and Maria until we get that rock off his foot, probably.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So that's what you want to do right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that looks to be a 20-foot wall, and you still want to make it 5 feet high.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll take 2 arcane points to build that.
All right.
Okay, so let me do that really quick. Okay, so all right. So you're actually rather surprised at how quickly and effortlessly you're able to control your ice powers at this point. Although you do feel that it is costly as far as energy, and it leaves you a little bit breathless. But you sit back and look at your work with some satisfaction. There is now a 20-foot wide and 5-foot high wall of solid ice between Mira and Fuluko and Sheik and the oncoming gremlins. Okay, Loose Fang and Mira. Let's see, you already did something, Mira. Sheik, you already tried something. Okay, Loose Fang, did you want to try anything before these guys get to you?
Yeah. Well, is this a spot, right?
I'm sorry, what?
This is an empty spot, right? There's no one standing there.
Well,
Just
there's
on the ground.
yeah, it's full of rubble, but there's nobody there yet. So it's considered difficult terrain, which costs twice as much to move through
Same
that.
as this one.
Correct.
Same
Yes.
as this one.
Wasn't there 4 steel dogs earlier?
Yes, there were.
Ah, I
However,
see
the
them.
other 2 moved.
I see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other 2 are coming.
I'm gonna use this time to run up.
Can I try
You're gonna
rolling
run up
another?
to that spot.
Can I try rolling
Yes.
another concentration?
Once it is your turn, then yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you're running up to that spot. All right, and so you're
Drawing
gonna.
my new long spout.
Very good. Okay. So let me take a look at that. Ah, yes, long staff +2. That's right. Okay, so you're going to try and take a smack at this guy. If you do a melee attack, then make sure you add the +2 to hit.
Sure. Would that just be under miscellaneous?
That would be on your character sheet. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me pull that up. That would just let me look at it. Just a second. So your melee, that would be a miscellaneous modifier. Yes.
Hey, random question.
Yeah.
So, who all so far has received Marion's gifts?
Everyone
The group?
except Justin. Justin turned them down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it should be +8, Loose Fang, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
So that's actually a 22. which is a hit on the gremlin. So go ahead and roll for damage, and make sure you add the +2 on the damage. So your damage roll right now should be a D8 plus your strength bonus plus another 2, which could give you
So
quite a
that's
bit.
5.
Yep. D8 plus 5. Ooh, this could add up. Yes, this will add up. Oh, all right. So for the
Since
opening
y'all
strike.
didn't decide to knock before you ended, I'll knock you.
Indeed, indeed. All right.
Well, you'll knock it in some sense into them, I hope.
Or out of.
Well, if you knock them senseless, I will also take that.
All right. I need you guys to roll for initiative.
Second.
Let me expand that a bit.
Woot.
Was ist das?
Did that not get added? There we go. Okay, let me roll those dice for you. So we've got, I need one for Renji. Let me do one for Renji and for Justin. Nice one on Renji. Nice one. All right, and then Justin. Oh, another good one for Justin. Okay. Oh, it looks like Justin and Mira got the same there.
No, I go first. Ladies first.
You want to go first?
Yeah, ladies
I'll-
first.
I'll arrange the turn. Just a moment. So I'm rolling initiative for the gremlins.
Okay.
Okay.
Besides, isn't Justin a gentleman?
He is. Very much so.
Yeah, so he'd let me go
A
first.
scholar.
Hit.
Come on.
Pardon me, by the way, if you hear clicking, that's me trimming my talons in the background.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then finally, Marion herself.
Woohoo!
I feel like she is going to be the MVP.
Perhaps.
Probably.
I don't know, it depends on how OP Tarek made her.
Well, she is a member of Conclave. Yeah, you're going to find out what the word pyromancer actually means.
Fire!
Fire!
That's fire.
Burn,
Well,
Light 'em up, light 'em up. Never mind.
burn,
Uh,
If the
baby,
gremlins
burn.
on the grounds are kind of a rudimentary, like, tower defense, they're fired.
All right, so I'm trying to get everybody in the right order here.
This is not how you get a good job reference here.
Okay. Mira,
Yeah?
you are up. It is your turn. There is a large wall of ice in between you and the enemy.
I'm gonna use this to my advantage and try to make another strength check.
You're going to try and roll that rock off of leg. Go strength check.
I'm gonna try.
Ugh.
Full
Yeah.
check, mean sheet.
In the heat of the moment, I'm afraid that's not going to do it.
I think
Okay.
you're startled by the sudden appearance of an ice wall.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
My tail's bristled. I wasn't expecting it.
A little heavier than you expected, yes.
No, I meant the ice wall. It's
This is true. This is true. All right. Do you want to try and move? Because you've done your action for this turn. You're gonna stay. You're gonna stay put.
Yeah.
Okay. Justin. Taking advantage of the fact that you guys are all grouped up pretty closely, he jumps into the middle of the group and starts strumming his lute and yelling a chant of courage to the rest of you. So all allies, you're affected by Inspire Courage. Let me see, where is your, there it is, okay. So let me give you the icon here.
You know, you could just highlight select us all and all. Just
Can I do that?
You should be.
I didn't know you could do that. That would be cool. That'd be like super cool.
Uber
Nope.
cool.
Nope, never mind.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I think Marcus is the most uber cool of us all.
Why do you say that?
'Cause he's got
Okay, now I get it. Now I get it.
Yeah, it's
But I'm ching. Okay, as long as you stay within 30 feet of Justin, you will maintain this buff on you. Essentially, what it does is it gives you +1 saving throws and +1 to attack and damage.
Sweet.
Okay, so where is Marion? Yes. Get her in there as well. Okay. Let me label these guys properly.
Looks like one of them has half a life too.
Yes. He got smacked by Loose Fang.
Oh, okay.
Yep. In fact, the one that got smacked by Loose Fang, he is going to sidestep.
He must have
Just
been
enough.
made by Valve.
Say again?
It was a joke. Because he has
Okay.
half-life, he must have been made by Valve.
Okay. He sidesteps on the rubble with surprising agility and tries to swipe a clawed hand across your leg, Loose Fang.
Better.
But you are able to nimbly dodge his stroke, and it does no damage. Okay. Marion comes in and takes. She assesses the situation quickly. She seems rather upset about the damage to her tower, and she says they have never been this courageous before. There's got to be something driving them to do this. They can't break that wall by themselves. At the same time, she is pointing her finger at the gremlin that was just attacking you, Loose Fang, and she lets loose with a jet of flame that arcs toward the gremlin. And we're going to, because
by the way,
Pyro.
that's a ranged touch attack. Go ahead, Mira.
I'm gonna tuck my amulet under my shirt.
Okay, make sure that it doesn't get snatched.
Yes.
Probably smart, yes.
Well, I'm explicitly saying that, so you know.
Agreed. Okay, so, all right. The jet of flame streaks into the gremlin, strikes, and then immediately changes direction and hits 2 more. So it strikes this one, then this one, then this one.
Wow.
Call that a
Whoa.
nightlight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like chess.
So it does the first gremlin takes how much damage?
All of it.
15 points of damage. Aha, which is enough to kill it. Wow. Excellent.
Go
All
team.
right. So the next one takes half damage and only takes 7 points. As does this one here, also takes 7 points of damage from fire. Okay.
Which ones took it?
Okay, so first it hit this one, then it hit this one, then it hit this one.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
Okay. So this one here is going to come forward and try and get around the ice wall, but comes face to face with the golem dogs who are blocking its way. They don't seem to be attacking, but they seem to be standing there blocking its way. And so it struggles to get over them and around them.
This ice wall is blocking those 2 entire squares, right?
It's blocking this square and this square.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Renji, with a roar of rage, attempts to jump over the chest-high wall. It's actually it's lower than his chest because he's over 7 feet tall, so he's going to attempt that jump. That is enough. He scrambles over the wall, lands on his feet on the other side, and takes his second move to go around the Iron Golem dogs to get to the gremlin. That is his turn. Marcus, you are up.
Right. I can't remember if I still have ice bolts or not for this day.
You have one more. You've used
Okay.
one.
Alright.
You did kind of magic a lot of the rest of it for now.
I'm gonna use it on this one over here.
Nice, Michael.
Okay, so Marcus, does that give you a clear shot? Yes, it does. In fact,
Yep.
that's the only clear shot you have. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead and roll 2 ranged attacks. Darn, neither one of them hit.
Dang.
One of them flies over the gremlin's head, and the other and shatters on the devil at feet. Unfortunate. Okay, are you going to are you gonna go ahead and move this turn, or are you gonna stay put?
Here, I'll move over here.
Okay, you're going to close. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, Sheik, it's your turn. What are you going to do? You just saw an enraged dragonborn hop the wall just behind you.
Well, I'm going to think he has it covered for a moment, and I'm going to still trying to push that stupid boulder off of Fuloco.
Okay,
Excuse me.
go ahead and give me a strength check. That is enough.
All right.
Foluco, the boulder, the piece of rubble has been moved off of your leg, and while your lower left leg is sore and it is, you don't think it's broken. At least you haven't tried yet. Wait until your turn before you stand up.
Do I have another action?
That was your standard. You can move now.
I'll hunker down where I'm at since I have this lovely bit of wall.
Yep, and that it's chest height. So all you have to do is duck down a little bit, and you've got 100% cover.
I will duck down a little bit and prepare for my next few actions.
Sounds good. Okay, Sir Squeaks.
I'm not sure where he can move.
You remember he's airborne, and this is a vaulted chamber, so he could fly over people's heads.
Oh, sweet.
Fly over the ice wall, he gonna do anything.
And his move is 40, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has range.
Okay.
So he's going to come and sit on Foluco. Is that it?
No, he's still flying.
Okay.
Let me go over this real quick. 1d8 plus 4 plus 5. Alright, give me a second. He's going to try to bite the gremlin.
The undead?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll to hit. That is not a hit.
That was not a hit.
Okay. So it's he either gets 1 bite attack or 2 claw attacks. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. Okay, number 2. All right, he's going to push his way forward, and he comes face to face with you, Marcus, and with 2 claws, he tries to rake them across you.
Oops.
Neither one of those hit.
Whew.
Okay, Foluco, it is your turn.
Where once you saw Faluco, you now see a giant tree in the middle of the whatever this place is called, foyer or whatever. What's it called?
This is the landing of the ramp that leads up to the stairwell.
The landing. Or once you saw Faluco laying on the floor in the landing, you now see a giant tree taking up quite a bit of space.
So you're casting tree form.
Tree shape, yes. So that's an extra plus 10 natural armor, by the way. So I have 30 AC.
Oh, wow. Okay, just a minute.
As long as these gremlins don't have an axe, you're good.
Yeah, they want to act.
Does this also turn him into a natural barrier?
Yes, it does.
Actually, it does. And if they try and chop their way through it, they have to hit armor class 30.
They want to ask him a question.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to move Sir Squeaks for a second.
Yes. Upon closest inspection, cannot reveal that this tree in question is actually a magically concealed character. A detect magic spell.
Saw you poof into a tree.
A detect magic spell only reveals a faint transmutation on the tree.
So there is now a tree named Foluco.
Okay.
Okay.
And Sir Squeaks is in the tree now.
Yeah.
Sounds
Does
good.
that... Okay.
Would
Well,
it be
I
a fur,
gave you
Luco?
a huge barrier,
It-
Foluco.
It does. So
You're
now
welcome.
this, and this are natural barriers.
Correct, yes. Although this one is destructible if they can hit armor.
Well,
I'd like to see him
probably
try
it's
that.
not.
I'd like to see them hit armor class 30.
Yeah, that's going to be a tall order.
Oh,
How much-
by the way, Mirren, you can heal me while I'm in tree shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He did get hurt. You know, he is down to 6 health.
Yeah, I was
How
totally planning on giving you some heals, so just
Uh,
wait.
just don't get all sappy, okay?
Oh, boo!
You owe me.
Now, come on,
Oh.
that's Loose Fang's line.
Oh,
Come
and
you
one
owe
more
me
thing.
Tree
I am immune to critical hits while in tree form.
Tree fitty.
on. Yeah. You're immune to critical hits while you're in tree form, yes.
Mm-hmm.
and puns.
Immune to puns?
No.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't
No.
have ears.
So she said that he owes her tree fitty.
Oh, gosh. Okay, all right. Are you done?
Yes.
Yes, I'm done.
Thank you.
So, random question: how much armor does the ice barrier have, or is it?
The ice barrier, it's no, but it has if they choose to attack it, it will take a certain number of structure points before it crumbles.
Terry,
Right.
I'll leave you alone now.
Because you know you can't really give armor to a structure that's
Oh,
you know,
right.
stationary. You know,
Mhm.
present trees excluded, of course.
Don't be offensive
Right.
to the trees.
I speak for the trees.
I'm the Lorax.
Yes,
I speak
the
for
Lorax.
trees.
All right, so Gremlin number 2 is also going to try and attack you, Marcus. But since it's at a weird angle, it only gets 1 swipe. It can't bring both of its arms to bear.
Uh-oh.
This one is super clumsy. He can't hit you at all. Loose Fang, you are up.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like got some
All right, you're breaking up again.
Sorry about that. Is it better?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'm gonna try a flurry of blows at this dead one.
Okay. Okay. So that's 3 or is that 2? I'm trying to remember.
I believe right now
It's just 2.
I think.
'Cause
I'm
I think
level
it-
5.
I think at level 6 it goes up to 3.
That was my understanding, but let me check real.
All right.
But I do believe it goes up at.
At level 5, yes, you only have two strikes. Oh yeah, you go up to 3 at level 8. Sorry,
Yeah, and it'll be.
it'll be a little bit. Okay, so you still get 2 strikes, but there's no penalty. So go ahead and roll your full attack bonus on both of them.
What's going on?
Well, gremlins punch through a wall. There's now an ice wall and a giant tree in the landing, and people are punching people.
Okay, Loose Fang, that second one is definitely a hit. Give me damage for that second one.
Sorry, I'm gonna need to restart my computer.
Uh-oh, what's going on, Marcus?
Windows update.
Oh, really?
Rip.
Yeah, I know.
Dang.
Yep.
I
Okay,
think
now,
that Windows shouldn't do is forced automatic updates.
yeah, that's maximum damage on that one, Loose Fang. Nicely done.
With a quick strikes, I aim for joint.
You're gonna aim for what?
Hit the joints on it, just like knee, both.
Oh, you're gonna try and incapacitate him.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah,
Knees
well, I
and
mean, this
toes.
is more just flavor.
Are you listing out all the things that you gotta have back?
All right, Loose Fang, you've had some pretty solid hits here. Gee whiz.
Fair.
Okay. Gremlin number 1.
I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Attempts to come over and help out, and tries to take a swipe at Renji. and simply deflects off of Renji's plate mail, doing no damage whatsoever. Mira, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do cure serious wounds on Feluco.
Okay, are you wearing your ring?
Yes.
Okay, so Cure Serious is you roll 3d8 and then add your level and then add another d4 to it.
So 3d8 plus
3d8 plus 5 and then add another.
Okay, and then do you want me to just roll a d4 after I do that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 3d8 plus 5 and then a d4. Oh, yeah, I don't think you even need to bother.
Okay.
No, yeah, go ahead because that heals him up all but 2.
Okay, and then do I need to do plus 5 for the d4 or no?
No, just the regular d4. Okay. All right, Feluco, you are at full health.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Nice.
See? Okay, and Marion actually she kind of gives you an air fist bump as you pull that off.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
like this lady. She's really cool.
As you turn and minister to Feluco, more creatures are pouring through the gap.
I
Oh
feel
my.
like your ice wall should have been used to seal the hole. But thank you for keeping us alive for that amount of time.
Yes.
All right,
Okay,
so
and then is this a square I can actually sit in?
I'm sorry, which one?
This
That one? No, the wall is there.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought the wall would be like on the outer edge.
Yeah, that's where he drew it, but it's actually taking up most of the square, so.
Okay. So I can't try and squeeze over there?
You can, but your movement is gonna be severely limited.
That's fine. I mean, would I be able to summon something here?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, as we're moving,
I'm rolling initiative for the new ones that just came in.
Okay, I'm gonna decide where I want to move.
What the heck? What's happening?
I wanna go right.
What is going on? Okay.
I'm going right there.
Whew. Just got back.
Yeah, you reloaded and everything?
Yep. Get my character sheet back up.
Well, I'm gonna go right there.
I hate that.
What happened? Do you know what happened?
Yeah, it was just the Microsoft Windows update.
But they usually don't force it in the middle of things like this.
Can I
That's
be on
odd.
top of this gremlin?
I think it was really weird. Yep.
Yeah, you can stand on top of him. He's kind of collapsed at the moment.
Okay, can you put me so I'm actually on top of him? Because right now his dead body.
Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna try out my beaten stick.
You're going to try out your new beat stick. Okay, I am actually checking distance. You are out of range, Mira. You've lost the Inspire Courage.
That's okay.
Oh.
And if I'm not mistaken, Renji has as
right.
well.
Yep.
Uh,
We shall name your stick the inspired stick of Quack, a mole.
I actually have a fly swatter of motivation.
Fly swatter of motivation? That's interesting.
IRL. It's how I get my boyfriend to do his homework.
Really?
It's a joke. I just swat him repeatedly.
That's awesome.
It's the fly swatter of motivation.
Okay, yeah, Loose Fang, you're still good as far as being inspired. Okay. So things are getting a little things are getting a little
Dicey.
tight is what I'm looking at. The word I'm looking for. Thank you.
I was gonna say dicey.
Now, Gremlin 2. Let's see, Undead. Did I remove the wrong one? I think I removed the wrong one. Hey. Okay. No.
What? Again?
No. I removed the wrong one. Re-adding him. Okay. Oh, are you having problems again with your computer?
Yeah, the internet connection is whacking up.
Oh,
Rip.
rip. Okay.
Exactly.
Have to pay respects.
So Mira,
Yes.
you moved in there. You're going to try and whack the undead gremlin.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and give me just a melee attack roll, but add 1 to your attack because the cudgel is +1.
Okay.
So put a 1 in your miscellaneous for your attack roll.
Okay. And then 1 second. I had a temp modifier in there. I'm just taking that off.
Yeah. Nope, I'm afraid that's not enough. You need an 18.
Darn.
So your normal bonus is +4. It gives you a +5. So you need 13 or better to hit this guy, which isn't too hard.
Well, it is for me because I'm a weak baby.
You're not a weak baby. You're just not a fighter. You're just not a fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, so Justin moves north and restores the his buff to both Renji and Mira. Let me get that on you guys.
What does spiritual weapon do?
Spiritual weapon, it actually creates a hammer that is made out of spiritual energy, and you can throw it and it comes back to you.
So it's like Thor's hammer?
Kind of like Thor's hammer, yes, but it only lasts for a little while.
Okay. I'm gonna do that next. That sounds fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Time's over.
Okay. So Mira, seeing you take a swipe at its buddy, it actually sidesteps on the rubble and tries to take a swipe back at you. You have your additional armor class up to 20 now, so let's hope that keeps you safe.
Yep.
And it does. Look at that. That would have hit you before, and now it did not. So your bracers actually deflected it this time. Very nice. Hey, Marion runs up behind Marcus, and she actually yells at Mira, and she yells at you, Mira. She said, back out, you gotta back out.
Okay, can I do so?
Wait till your turn. She's you can see that she's preparing to cast something big.
Okay. I will do
I
that.
can't move right now. My connection's offline.
Okay.
Well, she's yelling at me to move.
Yeah, she didn't say Marcus, she just said Mira.
Alrighty.
All right. One of the bigger gremlins in the back lumbers off of the pile of rubble and tries to close with Renji. But is also unable to penetrate his arm. But Renji is quickly getting surrounded. which may not be a bad thing. Hey, undead gremlin number one. I'm looking because things are getting piled up, and it's
Oh,
kind of
I'm
hard
so
to see
sorry.
what's what. There he is, right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't have given us so many gremlins to fight.
Or maybe this is an event that was actually planned this way.
Yeah. Well, you planned it. You have nobody to blame but yourself.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it takes me a little bit to find which one is which.
Ah.
When does tree form wear off?
Never.
Okay,
Sorry, we're just gonna have to leave you there. Sorry.
Yeah. He's
So-
there for eternity.
Renji, with both hands, takes his two-handed Morning Star and tries to sweep across all three gremlins at once. So his first attack. Let me pull that up just a moment.
All right, let's see if that'll work.
Well, this is a cleave, and if he can hit, then he will be able to hit all three of them. Yes, he does. He has great cleave. So his first melee attack. That's a hit. So he sweeps across to the second one, which is also a hit, and he sweeps across to the third one, and that one's not a hit. So he hit the first two.
Is he going from right to left or left to right?
He's going from right to left
Ah, okay.
because he is right-handed after all.
Ah. Well, I need to know these details here.
Well, it'll be a little bit awkward if he was going from left. No, it
Yeah.
works better.
Right-handed.
Well, I didn't know if he was right-handed or left-handed.
He's left-handed, yeah.
I thought he
I'm
was
middle-handed.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I meant he was right-handed. That's what I meant.
I was gonna say.
I'm sorry, I was just quoting Princess Bride.
So it's
You-
a 1d8 plus strength modifier, and
Hey.
so his strength.
By the way,
Yes.
me being in tree form does not take away my initiative because
No,
I can.
it does not.
Yeah, I'm not on the board.
You're not. You should be.
Nope.
Oh, I know why. It's because I took your token and moved it to a different layer. So it took your initiative and moved it to a different layer. So let me add you. There we go. You're back.
The tree!
Yes, yes, indeed.
Tree of life.
All right, so damage on the first one and damage on the second one.
Foo tree.
Okay. Okay, Sheik, you're up. Sorry about that. Let me go through the order just a second. Sheik.
Okay, I think I'm going to stand up. I believe those dogs are dog-sized, right?
They are
It's
actually
Marcus.
they're Great Dane size.
Oh, big
It's not-
doggies.
It wasn't. Wait, what's wrong with the turn order? Because it says that it's Renji's turn.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I've got it. Sure, that's weird. I meant. Okay, yes. Sorry, Marcus, not Sheik.
Marcus. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry about that.
Marcus, I will only steal your ears, not your turn.
Aw.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna pull out my short sword and take a whack at this guy.
Very good. All right, go
Melee.
ahead and give me a normal attack roll.
What? second. It has me over on weapons on my character sheet.
Sorry.
There we go. Ah. Ah.
Yeah, that's not quite enough. It's close. Cigar. Did you add the 1 because of
Oh.
the chant? Well, even the 1 is still not going to be enough.
Nope.
You need 18.
Yeah.
One,
Okay, are you gonna do any movement?
two.
I'm going to back over here.
Okay. All right. All right, so this one comes forward and with both hands, both fists, slams onto the ice wall, trying to break it, and it actually results in a number of ice chips flying in all. How much damage does he do? 11 points of damage to the wall. Sir Squeaks, what are you gonna do? You're perched in a tree.
He's gonna bite from the tree.
You're actually tall enough. You can't reach the gremlin. The gremlin's only 3.5 feet tall.
Oh, then he's gonna
He's
like.
gonna yell insults at the gremlins.
It's undead. It's not gonna be. You can't intimidate the undead.
Then,
Ah.
then he's gonna like
I want to play my barbarian.
jump
character.
off the tree, bite it, and then like jump back on the tree.
So you're gonna fly down. You're gonna do a flyby attack, bite, and try and go and end up back in the tree.
Totally.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Single bite. That is a hit. Okay. How much damage do you do?
Give me a second. No, back. There we go. There we go.
Okay, 6 points of damage. Pretty good. Okay,
And they're
Sheik,
going
now
down
it is your
these guys to
turn.
death.
Okay. Since my good friend is still a tree, I will use him for cover. And I'm going to shoot an arrow at this guy.
So you're shooting from behind cover.
Yes.
Pretty good. Okay, so since you have declared yourself in cover, then anybody who shoots at you will have a base 50% chance of missing just outright. And if they make that 50%, then they have to roll to hit.
Loco, you make wonderful cover, and why you're called Foo Tree right now?
Yes, you just noticed that?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a ranged attack roll against the gremlin.
Shouldn't it be Fur Loco?
I like that. I like that. Fur Luco.
Luco.
11.
Sheik, that is fantastic. Give me a damage roll.
Excellent. Let's see. Need to look. What's my range
Okay.
damage?
Now, if that's Sheik.
Attack.
I believe it's just still. Let's see.
Yeah, it's your is it your crossbow?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so your crossbow is just a D8.
Let's do this. That 1d8.
Oh, nice.
7.
Very nice. Very nice. That's almost enough to kill the thing.
Well, it's enough for Renji to do the job on his next wing.
Indeed. Okay. So, Marcus, you have moved out of the way. Okay. Loosefang, you are getting attacked by 2 undead claws.
2 undead claws are gonna miss.
We're going to see. Yep, they did both miss. No good. Okay. Faux tree, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Give me a hot second. I'm going to replace my poison
I'm sorry,
spell.
your second is gonna take 3 minutes to warm up.
Oh yes, yes. I'm so bad. Give me a Detroit minute here.
Oh gosh. All right, we'll be here all night.
Okay. So I'm replacing my poison spell with Summon Nature's Ally 3 spell. For 1d4 plus 1 Summon Nature's Ally 1 spell Wolves. So give me a second to roll that.
And are you wearing your bandana?
I am. And in order to cast this, I do come out of tree shape, by the way.
Okay.
And that is a free action. Yes.
Yeah, to emerge from tree shape. Ah, that's not what I meant.
Whoa.
Sorry, didn't mean that. Let me put your character back there.
Well, I commend these little gremlins for being bolder. I don't
know if any of you guys have noticed yet. They're not trying to steal from you. They're trying to attack this time.
Yep, they are motivated this time.
I don't know if you guys have any of you guys noticed that yet?
They're not
I definitely have.
At least Renji has.
There's clearly something motivating these guys. Now, what are these blue X's for? Oh, that's where you're summoning the.
Yes.
Gotcha.
My cover turned back into a person.
Or erased. He's not human. It's Bulugo! Or not
Those are
Bulugo, it's
adorable.
Barkable! It's Barkable!
Yes, an army of Barkables.
Oh, it's gonna get better. I could potentially summon like 12 more.
Oh, please don't. This will be here all night.
Oh.
We were playing human frisbee.
Human frisbee? How do you
We were playing with the human.
how do you play human frisbee?
You
use
get
that
somebody
sign
with a lot of muscle.
that slow down. There's kids playing sign,
Oh, I see.
and we accidentally snapped its leg off.
Initiative plus 2.
I don't think Mom's gonna be very happy with that.
So that's the initiative for each 3 of them.
Okay, I'm adding them to the initiative order. So 7, 21, and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, we're gonna be here a while.
Actually, you probably won't.
Why?
You'll see in a second.
Okay.
Kaboom! Kaboom!
Fire lady, go kaboom.
Kaboom!
True. Oh, I forgot about Marianne.
Step back when you
Yeah.
can.
I will. I'm gonna get one good swing and then I'm gonna step out of the way.
Okay, gremlin number 2.
Wait, where's Wolfie 7?
Wolf 1, Wolf 2, Wolf 3.
Yeah, and it's 8, and then it skips to 5. Oh yeah, you didn't move Wolf.
Oh, I've got to move. Yeah, I've got to move him up there. Just a second. Doop to do. Got it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, gremlin number 2, having no target, also takes hands and tries to slam his way through the ice block. Doing only 4 points of damage. The ice wall is beginning to. Loose Fang, what are you going to do?
How many points of damage can the wall take?
You don't know, but seeing the cracks in the surface, you suspect it'll be able to take too many more hits.
Well, I'm gonna try another flurry of blows. Undead one, try and finish him off.
Okay, Roll them. That's a hit, and that one's not. Okay. Roll damage for the first. That's heavy. Nice one.
Oof.
Ah,
Loose
Doc,
Fang,
that's heavy, man.
Loose Fang, you're on fire tonight. In fact, that's heavy enough to kill this
Hey.
one.
Hey,
That's
watch
Mary's
now.
job.
Dog
We
is
got a
on
power.
fire.
I don't want to be on fire.
It's Marion's job.
Figuratively, of course.
Yeah.
Figuratively. Although you got to be careful what you say.
Luck. Figure.
Yeah.
That's heavy, Doc.
Okay. This one, this brute, steps into the gap that was just left by his buddy and tries to knock you off your feet, Mira. Tries to push you onto your bum. So I need Mira. I need you to first give me a fortitude saving throw.
Okay.
Very nice. Yeah, you are. He tries to push into you, but you are able to resist his efforts miraculously because he looks a lot bulkier than you are. It's probably the uneven terrain. He's off balance.
You can't just say that I'm strong.
You are strong. I mean, look at your character sheet. You've got really good strength.
Yeah, for my build. Well, my size, anyways.
You know, for your size, your strength is fairly decent. I mean, your dexterity is amazing, but you know, that's a different story. Wolf number
Strong
one,
wrestling
what's he gonna
legs.
do?
He's gonna bite.
Bite, 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 and chew. Okay. Is it a +2 to hit for him on a bite?
There is a +3 to melee.
+3, gotcha. All right. Nope, I'm afraid not. He is not able to do any damage there. Do you want to move him?
Where did this wolf one?
Or you want to just keep him on target?
Keep him on target.
Stay on target.
Loosen up!
Porkin.
Yes. Alas, poor Porkins, we knew him well. Okay. Seeing the wolves that have just been summoned, this gremlin it turns and attacks wolf number 3.
Nope.
But is unable to strike it as it dances out of the way. We are now back at the top of the order.
I'm sorry, for some reason I only could think of a dancing wolf, and then
Dances with wolves, of course.
Yep.
Mira, you are up. What are you going to do?
What does Eagle Splendor do? I can't remember.
It gives you 4 temporary charisma points.
Okay, not good in this situation.
Nope.
you could
If you
shame
want
them.
to intimidate, maybe.
Spiritual weapon.
Say again?
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna.
So
try and
are you
roll
going to
for
heed
attack.
Marion's request here?
Yeah, after I bonk him, I'm gonna move out of the way.
I see. All right.
Yeah, I wanna get one last swipe to him before I move.
Okay. Now, the way spiritual weapon works, it actually takes a turn to cast it and to actually form it in your hand to attack.
Okay, I'm gonna just move out of the way then.
Okay, so you can move and cast it and have it ready for the next turn.
Yeah, but Marion might just decimate everything, and then I don't have a chance.
Boom.
Oh, so you're really moving out of there.
Yeah,
Okay, as you move out, the undead gremlin takes a swipe at you. Attack of opportunity.
okay.
But again, is unable to do you any harm, and so you are safe. You safely move out of the way.
I'm gonna go over here, right here. Is that cool?
Yeah, stay. Yeah, that's still in range of Justin's song.
Okay.
Okay. Justin, meanwhile, raises his hand and points at the undead gremlin that you just left. And three blue bolts emerge from his fingers and slam into the undead gremlin. Five, and 2. Oh, so 12 points of damage. Very nice. Magic missile usually doesn't do that much damage. Pretty nice. All right. So he makes his way. He's actually trying to follow you. And as he does so, Loosebang, you get a free swipe at him.
Do it.
Do
Hit
it.
him.
Do it. Do it.
Bonk
Do
him
it.
good.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Take him out.
Take him down, Loosebang. Told you he's on fire, folks.
Wham!
Dang, you are maxing out the damage. Woohoo! That is almost enough to kill it. Gee whiz.
Wait, since he moved into my threatened square, don't I get to hit him too?
Yeah, the opportunity of it, the attack of opportunity, it only occurs if they move out or through a threatened square, not into one. So in this case, Marcus and Mira did not get one, but Loosefang did because he moved through that square. Got it? You got one because you moved out of that square and he was standing there at the time. Okay. All right. Marion spreads both arms wide and a huge ball of flame appears above her head and she casts it behind the gremlins at the breach in the wall where
Puts on movie glasses and starts eating popcorn.
where it explodes in a massive fireball.
It's only that big?
No, it is not just that big.
Give it time.
Give it time. Okay.
Watch out for the woofie.
It actually does hit the wolf.
Oh.
Fortunately, he's summoned.
Hey,
All right.
they're summoned from someplace. They're still living.
So, the damage on this is going to be
Pretty high.
I'm only enlisting their aid, man. They're still living beings.
okay. 35 points of damage, unless you make a reflex saving throw, in which case it's only half of that much, which would be 17. So let's start rolling reflex saving throws.
25.
Anything with less than 17 that just dies right now?
Anything with 17 or less, it essentially just dies right now, yes.
How many wolves did that cover?
Just one.
Wolf 3.
Yeah, even if he makes a reflex saving throw, he's gone. So
Oh.
that gremlin's dead. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. What's this? That one's dead. All right, and let's start rolling some reflex saving throws. I am rolling for this brute right here first. That is not enough, so he takes the full brunt of the damage and dies.
Bye.
I'm rolling for this one right here. That is enough, so he only takes half damage. Nope, sorry. There. which is almost enough to kill him. Roll for that one now. That's enough, and so he only takes half. Okay. And I think that is it. So most of the gremlins that were still in the breach just got pretty much wiped out. Those that survived are pretty charred and blackened at the moment. At the same time, you can hear a deep rumbling and cracking from the other side of the breach in the wall.
Oh my.
As something tries to make its way into the breach.
Once more through the.
Oh, hey, Uncle. I'm just. What the crap is that thing?
This gremlin right here is not paying attention, and it is snapped in a huge set of claws and crushed into oblivion.
Oh.
This one quickly tumbles out of the way and falls onto its back. And the other living gremlin immediately panics and tries to run. Renji gets a free shot on him, as do the two wolves.
Oh.
Do it.
Oh. Spell. Let's see.
So here's Renji's shot.
Do it.
No, that's not enough to hit. What about the wolves? Wolf number 2 and wolf number... no, neither one of them hit either.
Huh.
So this one got away scot-free. Until it runs face first into a set of elementals that are on their way to join the battle.
I feel like he's going to meet just as much of a charred fate as his friends.
Possibly.
Barbecue.
Make them go.
All
I don't
right.
think I'd want to eat gremlin barbecue. No. That's
At
not gonna
this
taste
point, at this point, Marion, her eyes go wide, and she looks to the group and she says, "Out! Back the way you came! Get out!"
good. What is it?
Are you moving or are you talking? Get out!
It's not our turn yet. Gotta wait for the talking is a
Yeah.
wait.
Talking is a free action, Mary.
Talking is a free action.
Talking is a free action, and the combat breaks into chaos at this point, and initiative order is essentially goes to pot because
Can I cast
whatever
Summon
this
Swarm
huge
on this thing?
claw arm thing is, it's completely breaking everything apart, and all sense of order suddenly breaks down as Marion gives the order to just run.
Okay.
I take this opportunity.
I'm gonna listen.
Flurry of blows.
You're gonna try and hit this thing,
I'm.
No,
Or you're
not
gonna-
the clog.
or you're gonna hit the brute that's on its back.
Yeah.
So
And you're sending the wolves at the claw.
yeah, and then I'm gonna summon a swarm of spiders
That's still advised.
on top of the thing.
Okay, so Loose Fang, why don't you go ahead and do your flurry right now?
Got one was
I'm gonna suggest we take the option to run.
the second one doesn't.
Okay, I'm looking at your. Yeah, you're right. The first one does hit. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage on that guy. Dang, you're ahead of me. And yeah, you know what? I'm Loose Fang. Now we know why you joined the party. This you're doing really well.
It's my jokes, or you might my slaps.
Yes,
Are you
of course.
trying to hit the undead one or the gremlin brute?
I was
He was
going
hit-
for the brute.
He was going for the
Oh,
brute.
okay.
This thing,
Okay.
you fight with a
Sorry, guys,
staff.
I dropped it.
You literally have slapstick.
That is, yes, that's what I say.
Yes.
I dropped
It's-
a second. What happened?
You saw the claw coming in through the wall. Okay. Loose Fang, it actually knocked it crushed one of the gremlins back. Loose Fang took the advantage of it and just and smacked it while it was down. Not quite enough to kill it, but Marion is screaming at everybody to run.
Is it my turn to like do stuff?
Well, yeah, you can send the wolves at
Okay,
it right now. I
so-
mean, you guys are in free action right now because the gremlins they're actually panicking.
I'm sending the wolves
I'm
in.
gonna try and hit the undead gremlin with my heavenly weapon.
Oh, so you're gonna try and use your spiritual hammer and smack this guy.
Yeah, just one good smack, and then I'm gonna run for it.
All right, roll to hit. Now, since this is a spiritual hammer and this is an undead, add +2 to hit.
Okay.
And if you do hit, then add an extra d6 for damage.
Okay.
+2 just didn't miss.
Yeah, put it in miscellaneous because this, the spiritual hammer, it just uses your base attack bonus. But if you're attacking undead or demons with it, then you get bonuses to hit. But that's not enough to hit, no.
Okay, I'm running for it.
Okay.
Okay, so I send the 2 wolves in, and then I summon a swarm of spiders on top of it. It's got swarm traits, vermin traits, immune to weapon damage, and any living creature that begins its turn with spider swarm in its space must succeed a DC 11 fortitude save or be nauseated for 1 round.
Yes, so it is a swarm.
It is a swarm. It will attack anything
weapons
that's
cannot
closest
hit
to it.
Normal weapons cannot hit it, but area of effect does hit it. Explosions, fire, lightning, those will hit swarms. But yes. So if you had a torch, you could hit the swarm, but if you had a sword, you wouldn't do anything.
Cool.
What about my spiritual weapon?
I'm afraid not, because your spiritual weapon acts like a normal weapon. It's just it's got some holiness to it, and you can throw it, and it comes back.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's like a normal throwing hammer.
Yeah, so I summon the swarm of spiders onto the thing, and they're going to immediately start attacking it.
Let me see if I've got an asset for a spider swarm. Ha, look at that. We do.
Oh, that's cool.
We've got a swarm of spiders.
Yeah.
All right. The wolves obediently run over to the claw and try to attack it and swipe at it with their claws. The huge claw appears to be made of bone and muscle, but in giant proportions, and you can quickly tell that the wolves are just not going to do anything against it.
Okay.
Well, if it's
boy.
made out of bone, all you have to do is point at it and yell treat.
Okay. So spider swarm
It has
seeks
meat on it too, so
the spider swarm seeks to surround and attack any living prey it encounters. The swarm deals 1d6 points of damage to any creature whose space it occupies at the end of its move turn, which is the entirety of that claw thing, whatever it is.
That is correct. So yeah, you can do 1d6 of damage every turn. I'm afraid that's just going to sit nickel.
Hey, that
You're
is
gonna hurt
more
it.
than enough. I will totally summon like more stuff to nickel and dime this thing down,
I
because
think
that
we
is a
need
lot of experience I want.
Basically,
Toluco, I don't think you grasp what's going on here.
Maluka wants to go all Attack on Titan.
yeah.
All right. At this point, folks, it is now 9:20 p.m. and bring this session to a close as the tower is under attack by something massive that you can't really tell what it is yet, but it is clearly more powerful than you. And with that, thank you for playing tonight, and we will see you next time.
You
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
watch.